What's usually back at the end of the video. In today's video, man, we're going over my official Modern Warfare 3 review. I know a couple of you guys in the comments of the last couple of videos asking when I was going to upload this video. And so here it is, man. This is my official review. As of right now, I have about 100 hours in MW3, give or take a few. Because obviously the counter for MW3 is also the counter for MW2 as well as Warzone, and MW2 I had to run around 1,000 hours, and right now I've just reached 1,100 hours on the Call of Duty MW3/2 app. So give or take about 100 hours, maybe like 90 or 80 hours to be exact. I have about 2 days almost in zombies and about a day almost in multiplayer. The in-game tracker says I only have like a couple hours in MP and only 1 day in zombies, but I know I have way more time than that played. And currently sitting at around 17 gold guns on zombies and around 5 or 6 on MP. And over there, I'm not playing as much. Reckon I probably should, because I think right now it's still bugged where you can get like the priceless camo very, very easily right now, and I want to get it before they fix it. So I'm trying to split my days up right now currently and grinding a little bit of both every day. I know after I upload this video I got a couple things to do, but then I'll be live on Twitch again at like, let's say it's 4:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for me, so around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock I'll be live again. And I will be grinding out the marksmans and shotguns and snipers levels. I only have run around 4 hours double XP weapon XP, so I'm hoping I can get those done. If not, we're going to be in for a long grind on multiplayer to get those marksmen, snipers, and shotguns leveled up, as they're the only guns I need leveled up at this current point in the game. But now that that's all out the way, let's get into why I am going to give this game the review of a 7 out of 10. So I'm going to give my overall rating right off the bat, and then we're going to go into explaining why that rating is. So 7 out of 10 is what I would give this game currently. Now, this is my official review, but I always like to do a secondary official review, usually around the halfway point of the game's life cycle. So like around season 3 or 4, I'll give another review. I don't know if I did that for MW2. I know I did one for the beginning of the game, but I'm not totally sure if I did a second review on that game or not. But everyone knows that by this point that I liked MW2. I liked the way it played, I liked the way it felt, the guns, the camos, all that type of stuff. So I was a huge fan of it. This game ranks lower than I think I gave MW2. I think I gave MW2 like an 8 or 9 out of 10 almost. Now, the reasoning for that is really, really, really simple, and that is skill-based matchmaking. That is the only reason this game ranks lower than MW2, in my opinion. The SPMM in this game is far worse than it was last year. MP is almost unplayable for me. Like, I just do not find it enjoyable because every lobby is a sweat fest. And I don't mean people that are better than me. That's not what I mean by sweat fest. A lot of people think that's what I think when I say sweat fest. And by not that, what I mean by sweat fest is like the cheaters, the Cronus gens, the amount of campers, glitchers hiding in their spawns, those type of players, right? The people that don't have any skill or any talent. They're just simply playing that way because not only is it really easy to play that way, but they're really just lazy in reality. But again, I'm not going to hold too much effort or too much emphasis on the SPMM because we all hate it. I don't think anyone that plays Call of Duty MP truly loves sweating their dick off, unless they're really bad at the game, so their SPMM's low. But yeah, no one likes that. So we're going to move on to the things that I think, the stuff more details that I think we all either like or dislike about the game. First off, movement. So multiplayer movement and zombies movement is really, really good. I'm not a fan of the whole slide canceling, bunny hopping thing, but it's something that I can adapt to. I know a lot of players who are whining about like MW2 wasn't fast enough. You could have just adapted. Just like I am right now. I don't like the movement in MW3 personally, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad movement. It's just something that I just don't find enjoyable, having everyone constantly sliding around everywhere. And that's not how OCOD was. OCOD wasn't this crazy movement. It was only since 2019 we've had this crazy movement. But honestly, at the end of the day, you can adapt to it. Movement is just a third thing to adapt to. You know, obviously, you got your guns, your maps, then you got your movement. The movement you'll adapt to over time, especially if you're good at the game, you'll figure that out over time. And it's not like the end of the world, right? It's something you can figure out. And I think once you adapt to this type of movement, if you're not a fan of it, it's not too bad. And even if you are a fan of it, I know it's not perfect. I know there's a little bit of delays and stuff, but it's barely noticeable, all right? And as we go into this video more, there's going to be way bigger things, way more important things that I think need to be paid attention to than the movement being adjusted more. Because I know that's something that a lot of people are asking for, is the movement to be adjusted more. And I think the biggest problem for me at the movement currently, at the current moment, is it's just really griefable. And by what I mean by that is, on MP side of things, it's very, very, very griefable. I mean, you have guys climbing on everything, sliding around corners. They're able to basically insta turn on a corner and insta aim. I think that should be slowed down, personally. I don't think you should be able to just slide around a corner and bam, right into the iron sights immediately. And the bunny hopping is really, really, really bad. I know they kind of nerfed it. I think they even added a perk that if you want to run better bunny hopping, you have to run a perk. But like, I feel like that shouldn't even be an option either. I don't feel like you should be bunny hopping. If you want to bunny hop, I feel like you can have like your exo cods, you can go back and play. But that's my whole spiel on movement. I won't put too much time on that. My next biggest thing is TTK. I really think that TTK needs to be fixed. It's way too long. I know people are saying, well, we like long TTKs. Well, I don't. And, you know, as a professional player, as someone who plays hundreds and hundreds of hours every single month, I can surely tell you that this lower TTK is not where it's at right now. Like the higher TTK, it's not where it's at. All right, lower is definitely better, especially some of these camel grinds. They're currently not. They're nearly impossible, it feels like, for some players, especially me currently. Getting 3 kills per magazine on some of these guns feels like a chore, really. I've been enjoying the camel grind multiplayer, like doing the kills, the headshots, even the headshots, which is something I don't normally like to do. I don't mind them. But doing these 3 kills in 1 magazine for gold is just a chore, because it feels like you're punished if you miss 1 burst, if you're using a burst gun, or if you want to be aggressive with an SMG, because you don't have enough ammo in the magazines. None of the guns give you enough magazines or ammo for the magazines, or the magazines are really late on the gun, so then like they're really slow or sluggish on the gun, and then it feels like you're being punished for trying to run a better attachment, right? This is way more complex than just a feeling. I mean, this is down to the core mechanics of Call of Duty. Running around and being aggressive feels more like a chore. Feels more like a chore when you're being forced to be a little more defensive, because enemies can one-shot you, but you're putting a whole mag in. That's another big thing. This game has really, really bad hit detection. This game, one of the biggest things that was problem with MW2, Cold War, Vanguard in 2019, and Black Ops 4, all of those games had in common was hit detection is complete dog shit. Past Call of Duties had no problem with this. World War II, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, Ghost, all had really good hit detection. It felt like when you're shooting, your shots are hitting. And then you got to Black Ops 4, and everything past that point has just seemed like nothing registers. Or at least for you, it doesn't register. I'm sure some of you guys will understand where I'm coming from when you guys are watching this. But when you're shooting, it feels like you're shooting, marshmallows. Meanwhile, you're using the same build as that guy, but that guy is shooting you in 2 shots and you're dead. I don't know how they can fix that or when they'll fix that, but they need to. It needs to be fixed. Now, some good positives about Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, since I've been doing a lot of negative stuff. Positives, Camera Grind is an awesome W. I love it. I love Interstellar. Priceless. There are W camos, as well as the Camel Grind itself is physically better than the last couple of years. I don't know if I prefer the MW2 grind over the MW3 grind, just because for like the challenges themselves. Currently, as I'm sitting here, I do prefer MW2's just overall weaponries, like the weapons. But MW3's camo grind is far superior than MW2's, just for the simple fact is there's no more long shots, and you don't need to get a fucking 20 something headshots per gun, which I think is insanity. Um, for the zombies half of this grind, I'm really enjoying it. Obviously, you guys you'll know that because I have way more gold guns on zombies than I do MP. My current plan is to probably unlock Borealis, which is the zombies camo for MW3 guns first, and then we're going to go move over to Interstellar. Just so if I'm on multiplayer, I have a cool camo to look at while I'm grinding. But I am sort of grinding multiplayer too. When I get in when I get the oomph to want to grind it, I hop over, get a couple go guns, and then I get off for the night or whatever it may be. But some zombie things I would like to see changed. Zombies, I think right now is really, really good. I don't think it gets enough love from the community. I think yes, it's not a round base, and that sucks. But grow up. That's the simplest way I can say it. Round base players need to just grow up, man. It is what it is. You're not getting it. You don't boycott the game and miss out on a fun opportunity because you want to play round base, bro. Go play Cold War. I don't know what to tell you, man, because this is not round base. We're not getting round base at least until next year, and I don't see why you should stop playing a good game because you want to prove a point. Because you're still not going to prove a point when majority of the community is still playing the game anyway. So you're basically saying F to system, but everyone else is saying W system, so the system's not going to change. So your fight is kind of irrelevant. But as for the grind, the game itself, the game mode, I think it's laid out pretty well. The tier 1, 2, and 3, I really like it. That tier 1 is super easy, fun, enjoyable for the lower tier players. Which I prefer tier 1 just simply because I was doing grinding for camos and weapon levels, and that's easier over there. It's quicker. And then for tier 2, for your medium players, your guys who want to take the game a little more serious than your tier 1s. And then your tier 3, which is your people who are, just built different and that are okay with, doing the grind that they're doing over there. So I think it's layered wise pretty good. Contracts are pretty cool. There is some contracts that have issues for me personally, and that is the mercenaries, the AI, the NPCs, whatever the fuck you want to call them, the cocksuckers. All right, simple as that. They're awful. If we could just get rid of the hostile bots and just have zombies, that would be great. I think the zombie mode would be way far superior if it didn't have the just the overall like AI shit, the bots or whatever. As for how I'm feeling about the grinds for MW2 guns on zombies, I don't really know yet. I haven't started the MW2 grind. My plan is to start the MW2 grind for the camos for zombies after I'm done both the MP and the zombies gun, the camo grind for MW3, as I cannot speak today. So I can't speak on that, but what I will say is that some camo challenges are really frustrating, especially gold, because you have to get 100 kills in exfil, but it has no way of tracking your kills unless you track by jackrabbit kills. But jackrabbit's kill medals can be tracked also from grenades and field upgrades and all types of different things. So it's really hard to determine off that specifically. And I think that some challenges are way too hard. And not necessarily hard as in like difficulty, but more hard as in time wise. Like some guns you have to get disciple kills. I think my marksman right now is get 10 mangler kills. That's a semi-auto rifle, and you want me to kill a mangler? You're fucking mental, mate. You're mental, mate. But overall, it's not terrible. They're not terrible grinds. But it's definitely on the harder side of things. Some of my biggest complaints for zombies right now, though, I think would be currently the length at which zombies can hit you. I mean, zombies can hit you from crazy distances. I literally have a zombie that hit me yesterday on stream from like 7 feet, 10 feet away, bro. Bro is not even near me and hit me, bro. Craziest shit ever. Also, sprinter zombies are fucking stupid, especially in tier 1. Having a tier 1 zombie that hits you from 40 feet away that can also outrun you is just mental. Same with the tier 2 and 3. Tier 3, I can get it a little bit, but like, even tier 3 Pack-a-Punch doesn't feel like it does a whole lot in tier 3 personally. Tier 2 and 1 Pack-a-Punch guns do insane damage on 1 and 2 tiers, but 3 is just a whole different breed of stupid. When the cars need to have more health or just flat out not take damage when you run over zombies, it makes going for road kills or whatever, or getting from point A to point B, just way more frustrating when you hit a zombie that you didn't even try to hit, but it just literally spawned 2 inches in front of you as soon as you drive over, and it counts as a kill. It's just annoying. All right, please give the cars more health, especially armored vehicles. At least armored vehicles, I get 4-wheelers and whatever, I get that, but like the armored trucks and shit, why do they take damage so fast, bro? It's why. But as for everything else in the game, I want to list off some other things that I like just overall, that I think are really good. The maps. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Actually, before I go into that stuff, let's be honest with the maps, bro. Let's be real. Let's keep it at 100. All right. MW2 OG maps were not that good. let's keep it real, bro. I know I hyped them up too when they first announced that MW2 maps were coming back, and I will be the first one to admit that a nostalgia hit me hard as fuck with those maps. All right. Then again, I was also coming off of MW2 last year that had some. Not a bad maps, I'll admit. MW2 is a good game, but had a lot of bad maps, a lot of mid-tier maps. So I was coming off of that drainage of not having the best maps ever. And as I've been playing the game this last couple weeks, about a week and a half or so, I just have not enjoyed these MW2 maps, man. I just want shipment back, bro. To be quite honest with you, I just want shipment back. Especially the camo grinding, I just want my shipment back, man. Just give me shipment back, bro. Please. I'm begging you, Activision. Give me my shipment back, bro. I don't want to play Rust no more. I don't want to play Terminal no more. I don't want to play none of those maps no more, man. Give me Rust, bro. Give me Rust. But overall, I loved some of the other things. Like score streaks, they're all great. I don't really have any issues with all score streaks. The way the menus are set up, I don't really have an issue with them. They're frustrating, yes, but not really that bad. Guns are great. I don't feel like any guns are too weak or too powerful. I feel like just in general, they're all pretty balanced, except for the fact that TTK sucks. But again, that's not necessarily a gun issue. That's just a flat-out game issue because the whole game TTK is kind of fucked. Then some other stuff is like the perk system. I'm really enjoying the new perk system. I think it's fun and unique, and I'm okay with innovations when innovations are balanced and fun and new and not dumb. The armory system is interesting, to say the least. I know a lot of people are saying they hate it or love it. I personally am just mid at it. I do find it kind of frustrating at the beginning grinding it, but now that I have all the armory guns unlocked, as well as pretty much all the aftermarket armory perks things unlocked, and I have advanced UAV unlocked, that's pretty much everything I want from the aftermarket armory system or whatever, so it doesn't really bother me because I don't need anything else in there. Majority of things that daily challenge that require things from the armory, majority of those are in default classes, by the way. So if you're the stun grenade or something you don't have it unlocked, I'm pretty sure there's a default class that's stun grenades or smokes or flashes or grenades or C4 or something. As for story was, it was okay. I enjoyed the story. It was too short. Not a fan of the open combat missions. I think they were kind of pointless. And why did they do that to my man Soap again? I don't know. But that's pretty much my review, man. I didn't really go into super a lot of detail, but I just think that these videos don't need to be super high detail. Like this, at the end of the day, man, every game is unique. Every game has its positives and negatives. And I think the MW3 is worth the purchase if you're a grinder or if you're a Call of Duty player in general. The people who are saying it's a DLC, it's not. You're stupid. It's not a DLC. When have we ever gotten new guns in a DLC? Like 30-something new guns. Never. It's not a DLC. But it definitely has some DLC-esque things. Like obviously the story being shorter and the maps being very, very old, remakes. yes, it does feel like a DLC, but it's not. It's a full premium release. Would I recommend buying it? Again, it just depends on if you're a grinder or if you're a COD player. If you are one of those two things, then yes, I recommend buying it because you're going to get to play this game for a whole year. It is brand new, so why not partake in the fun and excitement? What else are you playing? There's nothing else available right now. You know, why not? But with that being said, man, I'm gonna end the video here because I feel like I've been talking for ages, and we're already almost 21 minutes. So I don't want to keep you guys for too long. Again, I give this game a 7 out of 10. I think that there is a lot of problems with the camera grind being not tracking correctly. Zombies are too far hitting. NPC, the bots or whatever, and the zombies, well, they're annoying. Speed running zombies are annoying. And TTK is annoying and SBM is annoying. That's pretty much all the negatives listed right there. Everything else is either okay, good, or perfect in the way it is. So that's it. That's all I got, man. That's all she wrote. I love you guys. You're one of a kind. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff, man. Also, if you want to watch other videos, there should be another video somewhere in this corner of the screen, the top right or top left, depending on how you're looking at it. So go watch that video. Go check it out. And if you like any other videos, go ahead and check those as well. Again, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.